How did you feel last night?
He was happy. He was, I mean, like, it was kind of a, crappy circumstance, but he felt good.
While he was good.
Yeah, right. No, he 2 shots, 2 saves, all good. He felt good. He was happy. The team was encouraging. So they met with him on Monday and told him, we're going to get you into a game. And we just haven't had a good opportunity to see what we found. And he was happy. So.
He must be the coaches anyway.
Yeah. He's just been enjoying watching him because that's been playing out of his mind. So it's all good.
He wasn't he played well. He just didn't play very hard. Which is what that team needed.
Yeah. And it's
gotta get some offense going though.
That's the thing. Actually find the net.
A number of just swing and miss.
I mean, like, it says a lot, I think. So Jude was in for a period and like a third of the period, and 2 shots the whole time. And in that time, he scored 1 goal. And then he had 2 shots. So he had possession of the play.
He had possession against the ball. Losing the ball is so then.
We can reach it here.
He controlled that puck 70% of the game.
All right, good morning, everybody, if you're still with us. We had quite a morning here in Cleveland. Game was supposed to go on at 11, as you know, but during the 7 o'clock a.m. wave of games, what is being called a small electrical fire here at the facility caused the power to go out in both rinks. The building was evacuated. Fire department showed up, was here for a long time. They ended up canceling the 9 a.m. slate of games, and we're back on the ice for the 11 o'clock games at 11:15. So electrical flyers, question marks, game delays, canceled games. But hey, we're back on the ice to play this game. The Trojans taking on St. Charles, the Cardinals. Oh, and we have a PA announcer today. We haven't had that at all. Let's see if I can zoom in again. So we've got the St. Charles Cardinals in the visiting red, Trojans in the home white. It's funny that we have a PA announcer now. We haven't had it for the entire tournament. This has not been a great tournament for the Trojans. Coming in at 10-2 and feeling pretty good, and have dropped all 3 games here at the tournament. 4-2 versus University School, 4-2 versus Walsh, and then 4-1 last night over Shaker. That was probably the most painful one of all. And it doesn't get any easier right now. St. Charles, other than University School, maybe the best of the others. So Trojans do not have it easy this morning. We'll see if they can come back. It's goals. Finley's got to score goals. Has not been happening. Plenty of shots, plenty of possession, and just can't beat whoever's in the opposing net, it seems like. So we'll see if that can turn around here today. We're going to get our opening lineup here for the Trojans. It looks like we're going to start up front, Colin Somerville, Noah Schramko, Sam Swisher. In the back, Nate Regal, AJ Savage, and in net, the stalwart senior, Seth Russell. And we are finally ready to go here in Strongsville,
Go, Finley!
Brunswick Auto Mart Arena. Finley and St. Charles did meet in a scrimmage earlier this season at their home rink in Columbus. It was a very, very ugly game. A lot of penalties, a lot of controversy, a lot of negativity among parents and referees, and I don't know. It was not a fun game to watch. So hopefully this one will be better. As Cardinals bring it out of their own ends. Nice move around Draven Wilson there. Another one around Ryan Moss. Goes to the middle of that save made by Russell. Savage in the corner, pushing the player off the puck. Wilson fishes it out, and it's going to skirt out of the zone. Simon Tanner chasing it. It's the near wall. Ryan Moss sends it in Finley's direction. Charles is going to gather in their own ends. Pass through, misses, tapped by Moss, so no icing. Off the glass, Moss sends it back the other way. Haven't had the potential for icing, but picked up by the Cardinals. That pass off target, and now it's center ice. Finley missing on an attempt here. I was curious about the ice conditions. Last night, the ice was extremely wet. And then with the power being out, I wondered. That shot by Wilson goes high and off the glass. Looks like it got caught up in the bottom back of the net. That was, of course, on the other rink in this facility, so maybe the ice quality here a little bit better. Last night it was really wet. You could see puddles on the ice. Hopefully it'll stay frozen for us today. Hopefully no more electrical fires, too. So, puck into neutral zone. Connor Stern sending it back the other way. Colt Phillips and a St. Charles player going back and forth with it. Back around the boards to the near side. That's Caleb Hobbert. Nathan Marshall in on the boards. Caden Weasel over to help. Pulled out by St. Charles. A shot a little bit wide, but kicked aside by Russell. That one through traffic. Russell with what looked kind of like a blind save there. Nice reflex. I don't think he saw it until the last second. Opportunity here as Finley changes lines for St. Charles, but Swisher with a nice hit. Phillips now with some room. He's going to go past Somerville up the wall, and that's going to be icing. I think he was looking for Somerville there, but did not connect. About 2.5 minutes gone in the first period, no score. It's a good sign. I feel like Shaker had already scored by this point last night, so hey. Things are already getting better for the Trojans. Nate Regal's pass deflected there, but then finds Swisher on the boards, and Swisher sends it out. Looking for Somerville. Park Charles picks it up, and now Swisher through the middle, dumps it in. Trojans changing out Somerville for Draven Wilson. Puck out of the zone. Nate Regal is right there. Savage up the far side for Schramko. Schramko pushing along to Wilson. Trojans changing out everyone else. Kept in by Tanner and then by Merrill, but Merrill having to force it back over the line and try to create a turnover here. Turner Merrill looking to center it, finds Draven Wilson. Wilson's shot just off target. Turner Merrill with a nice steal there, and St. Charles recovers. Back to center ice for Savage. A lot of yelling from the St. Charles fans. That shot from Savage goes high. Not sure what they're upset about. Puck up and out of play, it says. And the parents have already started. We'll see. Jackson Fleckner in for the Trojans, sending it to the corner. Fleckner with a nice stop just past the blue line. Now on the near boards, Nathan Marshall and Jackson Fleckner fighting for it. Goes out Finley's way, but Charles picks it up. That pass deflected. Colt Phillips fighting for it. Nice job keeping it stuck on the boards. Nathan Marshall coming in now. Jackson Fleckner turns around. Great play there by Fleckner. His shot wide, but he's really done a nice job creating some chances in the last couple of games. One of the offensive players who is creating chances and getting some shots there. St. Charles goalie makes that save. We'll get a face-off. Jackson Fleckner, of course, a freshman. One of two freshmen seeing playing time on this varsity squad so far this year. Icing will go back the other way. The other Brady Delaruel, the two of them kind of alternating on that third line. Line anchored by Nathan Marshall. We'll see combinations of Caden Weasel and Brady Delaruel. That shot by Savage, knocked aside. Jackson Fleckner as well. St. Charles bringing it up the far boards, slowed down by Schramko and allows Savage to get there. Ryan Moss with a nice hit, leaving the puck for Somerville. Somerville up to Schramko, having trouble hanging on to it. Colin Somerville able to scoop it out for the Trojans. 9:45 to go in the first. Charles at the near side. Draven Wilson pushing it the other way. That was too close to be icing. So Wilson will chase Merrill in to help. It looks like Wilson's going to come out with it, but still a lot of defenders around him. Turner Merrill now pulls it off the wall. Goes to the point for Phillips. Phillips' shot deflected, and he's going to have to dump it in. St. Charles in their own end. Merrill going for the steal. That was close. Now Draven Wilson sending it deep on net. Goalie makes a little baseball catch and opts to keep it in the glove as Turner Merrill charges the net. We'll get a face-off with 9:02 remaining. Marshall on the face-off, puck out of the zone. Nate Regal reaching for it. An opportunity here for St. Charles. They're going to try to center it, but Regal sweeps it away. Nice recovery by the captain. One-on-one here, St. Charles with Russell. Nice save by the senior goalie. And then that pass picked up by Marshall, and he leads the charge. She's going to dump it. It's deflected. Trojans changing lines. Regal and Savage stay. Somerville, Schramko, Swisher come in. That shot. Blocker save made by Russell. Out of the zone. Nate Regal pushing it up the wall. Cardinals grab it. Both teams doing a nice job of disrupting the passing lanes for other teams. Savage going into the wall there, got his jersey hung on to. He did it first. And just like in the scrimmage, we're getting some pushback from St. Charles fans already. Get a face off in front of Russell. The St. Charles scrimmage is the only time I've ever seen, as Russell makes the save there. Apparently Russell did not have the puck covered, says the referee. Russell moving pretty slow down on the other end. I hope he's okay. Taking a breather. That was a strange play. Russell made the catch, made the save. And then we saw no whistle. For a long time, St. Charles player, I guess, saw the puck and started hacking at it, knocked Russell backwards into the net. No whistle for a long time, and then finally, the defense able to clear it out. And then Russell, he's still favoring his right knee, so hopefully everything's okay there. Savage leading the attack. He shoots, kicked aside. Charles pushing it into friendly territory. Ryan Moss for Savage. Saying that the St. Charles scrimmage is the only time I've ever seen a parent from any team climb behind the team's bench and talk to their team's coach, wanting the coach to talk to the referee about perceived penalties. I cannot imagine talking to our team's head coaches during the game. Russell still favoring the knees. Colt Phillips takes a shot from the point. Rebound picked up by Schramko. Now Swisher. Drops back. Somerville missing on that attempt. Pinned against the wall at Swisher. And Somerville digging at it. A couple of Cardinals as well. 6 minutes to go. Big hit coming in from Noah Schramko. My goodness. Cole Phillips up for Swisher. Swisher gets a stick on it as it heads to the back. Schramko chasing the puck. I'm surprised their fans weren't screaming for a penalty there. Nate Regal trying to send it up the boards, but deflected. Savage ending up with it, sending it past a couple of defenders, and now Turner Merrill up the near side. He's got some room, goes cross ice for Tanner, but just off of Tanner's stick. On the wall now, Draven Wilson fighting for it. St. Charles picks it up. Now it's Wilson dumping it in, but sent away by the glove of 25 for St. Charles, who then drops his glove, picks it back up. And we're back. AJ Savage up the near side. Well defended by the Cardinals. Cross-ice pass missing. Regal is going to get there. Goes back to, we got Stearns in the back. Brady Delaruel in now, the other freshman. Whoa, Brady taking a strange fall there. Looks like his leg was hung on the opposing player as he went down. Doesn't look injured, but still a strange fall. Cole Phillips hitting Connor Stearns in stride. Stearns sends it to the corner. Nathan Marshall reaching for it just off of his stick. Phillips and Hobart communicating there. Phillips calling Hobart off and picking it up, sending it to the boards for Delaruel. Now Marshall pressuring into the St. Charles zone. Cardinals come right back. Sending it toward the net. Russell with the soft save out to Phillips. Phillips clears it out, and now Noah Shramko sends it to the offensive corner. Shramko picking it back up off the boards, going to the middle, looking for Somerville, but just off of his stick, and St. Charles back on the attack. That's going to be a trip called on Somerville. One of those inadvertent trips. Definitely a trip. Did not seem intentional. Oh, excuse me, Regal. That's what I meant. So first foul play of the game will go to the Cardinals. With 3:35 to go in the first period, no score. Trojans having mixed success on the penalty kill. Couple of goals scored on power plays, and then also able to kill off some 5-on-3s as well. Charles puck movement around, comes to the near side. Back out to the blue line. That shot through traffic and tipped aside. Colt Phillips diving for it. The other player diving for it as well. Uses the ref to set a pick there. Nice. Simon Tanner getting a stick on it there to stop the pass before it happens. Drop pass, and there's Caleb Halbert with a quick stick. Puck still loose. Savage up to Merrill. Merrill getting underneath the puck and flipping it deep all the way to the back. About 49 seconds remaining on the Cardinal power play. Nathan Marshall reaching. Moss and Savage on the boards. Moss going out to the point, and Marshall got a stick on it. Nice, and then leaves it for Turner. Merrill and Marshall with an opportunity. Merrill makes a move. That's very alliterative. Save was made. And Nathan Marshall sending it back the other way. Good shift on the kill for Nathan Marshall and Turner Merrill. As you see those two swapped out for Shramko and Swisher. Swapping out the M's for the S's. That shot saved and goes into the net. They haven't called it yet, but that's in the net. That goes underneath the pad of Russell. Hard shot, and it just slipped underneath the leg with 2 seconds remaining on the power play. St. Charles takes a 1-0 lead on the power play goal. Hoping Russell's knees are okay. He was really, like I said, favoring before, and then that one slipping in under the pad. So we'll keep an eye on that as we line up for the face-off. 1:37 remaining in the first. Cardinals up 1-0. Had been a really nice penalty kill to that point. Draven Wilson, nice pass to Swisher in the middle. Swisher takes a look and shoots. Kicked aside. Backhand attempts by Merrill. Puck still loose, bouncing around in front of the goal. A little high for Wilson to get a stick on it. Puck gets past both Merrill and Swisher in the slot. Unfortunately, under a minute to go now in the period. That one put into the Findlay bench by Colt Phillips. Colin Somerville in on the faceoff. Puck to the corner, Savage. Picks it up cleanly off the glass then is Regal. That is not going to be icing. Wow, waved off. As the puck is chased in by Merrill and Tanner. Good pass to the near side by the Cardinals. That shot, rebound out to Regal. Regal clears it out. St. Charles with a jumping, hands knocked down to keep it in the zone, but Savage picks it back up. Oh, as Savage's pass deflected by a diving St. Charles player. Savage gets it back and finds Tanner. Tanner with 7 seconds to work with takes a shot, easy save. And that's going to do it for the first period. Take a break here with the score 1-0 in favor of St. Charles. Looks like they're not going to clear the ice for this break, so we'll stay right here. It'll be about, I think it's a 3-minute break between periods. So Trojans definitely in the game, not looking bad overall. A very unfortunate goal with 2 seconds remaining on the power play, just slipping underneath the pad of Russell, and even the refs and the other team weren't 100% sure it was a goal until Russell moved. From this angle, it was clear the puck was in the net, but a confusing situation nonetheless. Trojans looking to regroup here. Looks like Russell was favoring his legs as he came off the ice there, but he is going to stay in, so hopefully he's doing all right. Five for the Trojans at the beginning of the second. It's going to be Somerville, Swisher, Schramko up front. All S's. Hobbard and Phillips in the back. And we're off. Phillips touching it over to Swisher. Goes back to Hobbard. Now Somerville looking for the steal. Can't pick it up. Somerville pressuring off the boards. Picked up by Swisher. Somerville wisely keeping the stick off the puck to avoid the offside. Somerville all over the puck here, and now he's going to take a break. That was a very work-intensive shift for Colin Somerville. Phillips now across ice to Caleb Hobbard up the boards. Oh, pass intended for Wilson, but just beyond. Icing waved off. Reagan Wilson intercepting the puck there. Then puck went off of a St. Charles player back to Wilson. Now Turner Merrill gets a shot, rebound out, and second shot. Second shot was off target. Nice pass from Wilson through traffic to Phillips. He shoots, save made. Rebound to Wilson, out to the point for Savage. Savage looking for Wilson, past him onto the boards, picked up by Turner Merrill. Merrill back to the point for Regal. Regal's shots wide. Wilson back to the near side for Savage. Savage looking for a tip from Merrill. Merrill does tip it, but did not go into the goal. Some offense being generated here by the Trojans, but still not able to find a goal. St. Charles clearing it. It's going to be icing. Could say that was maybe the best offensive possession that the Trojans have had, despite not scoring. Got some good chances, and more of that would certainly lead to some scoring. We're going to see Nathan Marshall in on the face-off now. Nice win there by Marshall. Savage shot. Jackson Fleckner got a stick on the rebounds, but goalie knocks it aside. Kept in by Ryan Moss. He had to do some footwork. Connor Stearns chasing it. He gets pinned on the corner. Nathan Marshall in to help. Puck up high, back down. Marshall fighting hard for it. Marshall comes out with it. Nice work there. Off the boards to Savage. Now it's going to be Stearns again. Stearns having to drop it back behind his back. Consistent possession here for the Trojans, but no possessions generated since that last face-off. Pulled off the wall there by Fleckner. Now Stearns back up the wall. It's going to go all the way around. I think Regal is going to get there. And finally out of the zone, Ryan Moss touching it back to Savage. Savage going off the near boards. No Trojans in the neighborhood. St. Charles coming up the near side. Plucked up to side by Savage and finds Schramko. Schramko leading the charge into the offensive zone. He's going to circle it back around, go to the middle for Swisher, but it goes between his legs. Swisher for Somerville, just past. Somerville gets back. Phillips from the point shoots, and save made. Ideally, you'd like to see more of the shots come from further in. Finley really trying to shoot, generate rebounds and goals off the rebound, which when Finley has scored in this tournament, that's what it's been. Somerville back to Phillips, cross to Hobart. Hobart shoots hard and off target. Off the wall, it's Phillips again. Phillips toward the net. That one, nice save made. Finley generating a lot of shots on goal. St. Charles goalie having to work a little bit here. 11:47 remaining in the first. It's going to be Phillips again. He's going to send it. That one goes off of Schramko into the backboards. St. Charles regaining possession now in their own end. They flip it up and out. Picked up by Phillips at center ice. Oh, but Phillips' pass is picked up by the Cardinals, and they're going to reset in their own end. Sam Swisher around a lot of Cardinals. Tanner chasing it. Simon Tanner, for all the difficulties the team has had in this tournament, really liking what we're seeing from Simon Tanner in terms of effort and physicality, as well as taking shots. Good stuff we're seeing out of the junior forward. Pass right through to the slot. That shot off target. Caleb Harbert is there to pick it up. Back out to the point. That shot deflected by Draven Wilson. Now Tanner trying to come up the near boards, but stolen. Comes out, Turner Merrill gets it and flings it into the offensive zone where a waiting defender was there. AJ Savage under a lot of pressure is going to have to turn the puck around, and looks like Connor Stearns gets there and then cleared out by Savage. Cardinals push into the Finley zone again. Savage goes off the glass, didn't take the bounce that he wanted. Now it's Marshall and Savage fighting for it along the boards. Out of the zone, Connor Stearns with some room. He's got Brady Delary-Well to his left. He's going to go to the back. Puck stolen away. Stearns had a nice run, but the entire other 80% of the ice was blocked off by Cardinals, so not a lot he could do there. A pass intended for the Cardinals to the middle. Back out to the point. That shot, wow, just absolutely lasered in from the point by St. Charles. It looked like Russell might have been screened there. I don't think he saw it until it was in the back of the net. A well-aimed shot goes in, and Trojans find themselves in a 2-0 hole. It's 9:21 to go in the second. Somerville in on the faceoff. Somerville jumps it toward the net. Save made. Out to the rest of the Cardinals. Pressure coming in from Schramko. Forces a small scramble, and Trojans pick up the rebound. Gets out to Regal at the point. He takes the shot. Now Phillips trying to find the middle, but it gets picked up as well. Cardinals in possession behind the Finley net. Out high slot. Shot made. Saved, and now Somerville picks up the rebound and sends it out. Picked up by the Cardinals at center ice. Pass knocked down by Somerville's elbow. He flips it up and into the Trojan bench. We're going to face off likely right here outside the friendly zone. No, we're going to the middle. 2-0 Cardinals with 8.5 to go in the second period. Draven Wilson on the faceoff. St. Charles in possession. Savage chasing that one back to the corner. St. Charles is going to win that race. St. Charles going to the high slot again. Not sure if that was, I think it was probably a dump attempt. Nate Regal picks it up, and now icing waved off. Turner Merrill trying to get there, cut off. Pass stopped by Wilson, leaving it for Weasel. Weasel sending it along the boards. Seeing the forward combination right now of Connor Stearns, Draven Wilson, Caden Weasel. Not seen that combination before. Oh, now we've swapped out Marshall for Wilson, and we have seen that before.
Goalie.
A little action in front of the St. Charles net as the defender grabbed the neck of Connor Stearns. Stearns with a little push back. 7.5 to go. Nathan Marshall on the faceoff for the Trojans. Marshall kicks it toward the net. Stearns trying to get a stick on it. Kicked out by the goalie. Regal from the point off of a knee. Sending it back to the boards. Now it's Savage up the boards to Marshall. Marshall looking toward the net. Save. Rebound out to the near side. Regal can't hang on to that one. And heads back. That one almost picked up, but Nathan Marshall gets there. Cardinals sending it off the boards. Regal is there. Cross to Savage. Savage for Schramko. Goes off his stick hard, and Cardinals send it back. Regal brings it back into the defensive zone for the Trojans and goes up the boards for Somerville. Somerville swiping at it. Puck's still loose. Somerville going to the middle, looking for the one-timer from Swisher, but took a weird bounce. Now Swisher again up to Schramko. Swisher on the boards, finds Regal at the point. He takes a look, shoots into traffic, bounces right back out, and now St. Charles with a push. AJ Savage forcing the bad pass, but here, high slot, they're going to push the shooter out to the side. Save made. Puck in the corner, Regal comes out with it off the glass and out of the zone. That one lifted on net. Russell stopping with the stick. And now Savage up to Schramko, tied up at the blue line. Oh, that's a high stick there. Okay, yeah. Would have been a high stick if St. Charles had gotten possession off that. Oh, gets past Hobart, but Hobart sending it deep. Around the boards, Merrill is there. He's in a battle. Fort St. Charles sends another player in, and Phillips ends up with it, but gosh, not even sure where that ended up. The goalie's glove? Yeah, hard shot by Phillips. Couldn't track the puck there. That's why I'm not a goalie. And goalie makes a save. We'll get a face-off in the St. Charles end. Just under 5.5 minutes to go in the second period. Trojans down 2. Doesn't really start to feel dire until we're down 3, but a very unfortunately familiar pattern here is getting into a hole early. Draven Wilson with the high stick. That one was way up there. The face-off in the defensive end. 5 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the second. Wilson on the face-off. Phillips around the boards toward Merrill. Merrill gets it and pushes it out of the zone. Now Phillips. Oh, Hobart stumbles. Good pass out of the back for St. Charles. Now Wilson making a nice hit. Now over to Tanner. Shot from Simon Tanner is going to go right into the goalie's midsection. Draven Wilson mixing it up with St. Charles player. Two of them seem to be hunting each other a little bit. No whistle. So we're going to keep an eye on that relationship. Nathan Marshall in on the face-off for the Trojans. Back between his legs, St. Charles. But, ooh, nice grab there by Stearns. Then picked right back up by the Cardinals. Caleb Hobart sending it. That's going to be icing. It's not going to be icing because the goalie touched it. Phillips. Whistle just as Phillips shoots. Maybe puck out of play, maybe offside. This face-off going to be Colin Somerville. Hit from Savage with the hip, and St. Charles pushing it along regardless. Stolen by Schramko. He finds Savage. Savage leads the charge, and he shoots. Save made. Puck to the back. Somerville gets there. Finds Swisher. Schramko in the slot. He's going to backhand it. Not at a good angle. He's tied up with the ref on the board. Schramko sending it to this side. Just under 4 minutes to go. Now Savage keeping it in. Swisher gets a hold of it, sends it off of Somerville, but it went off his chest and took a bounce he didn't like. Savage dumps it in. St. Charles 2-on-2 developing here. Nice steal by got Ryan Moss, but St. Charles with another opportunity, a shot, and Russell makes the save. Game's starting to get just a little chippy. That's not ideal here because we've seen it blow up between these teams before. Face off, it's Wilson. It's Hobart now on the near side. Looking for Merrill. That's icing's already waved off, so Merrill's going to chase it to the corner. Takes a hit, but keeps it in the zone. Middle by... Wow, that was a nice attempt by Merrill. Stolen away by Merrill.
Sit down, Mom. Let the coaches handle it.
We have a St. Charles mom coming into the Findlay crowd. That's always great. It happened last time, too. It's the only team I've ever seen a parent talk to the coach and the opposing family. That's always the thing that happens. So, still on a break here, trying to figure out how to handle what went down. I'm going to mute the mic because I'm going to say a couple of things, but not to our own people. All right, we are back. We got, looks like Simon Tanner in the box for the Trojans. We have a coincidental penalty from St. Charles, which I believe was the original penalty. And Draven Wilson ejected for the retaliation. So, Trojans down a man as 2 penalties were assessed. Not 100% sure what the Simon Tanner penalty was. And actually not entirely sure what the original penalty on St. Charles was either, as it kind of developed into chaos soon after. One-timer, saved by Russell. That was a hard shot. I muted the microphone so that in case I couldn't bite my tongue versus what we were hearing from the St. Charles crowd. But I did. I bit my tongue, and we're good. 2:26 to go in the second period. Trojans down 4.5 minutes left on the Cardinal power play after Draven Wilson ejected. Picked up by Nathan Marshall. Tried to clear it. Deflected and got it back. Sent down to the far side. 2:12 remaining in the period. Penalty kill unit for the Trojans: Marshall, Stramko, Hobart, and Regal. Saved by Russell, and then a scrum in front of the net. Around and out of the zone. Nice clear by the Trojans. Nice save by Russell. And now Trojans changing out that PK unit as the Cardinals bring it forward again. Merrill swiping at the puck. Backhand around the corner by the Cardinals. Shot high from the blue line. Regal out of the zone. Far side kicked by Russell over to Regal. Regal sending it deep, and Merrill half chasing it and then called to the bench. Nate Regal doing a nice job being aggressive on the puck there to keep it a little further back as we eat some time off the clock here in the second. Nice move by Cardinals number 39. Far side, it's going to be picked up by Marshall. Nathan Marshall is going to send it. Goalie pushes it aside. Under a minute to go in the period. When the period ends, St. Charles will still have about 2 minutes of power play remaining. Connor Merrill sending it deep. Nice penalty kill so far for the Trojans. Last time on the penalty kill, we saw St. Charles score with 2 seconds remaining on the penalty. St. Charles with some room on the near side. They take a look and go to the far point. It's all alone, and back to the near side, all alone again. Was going to shoot through traffic, but didn't. And now AJ Savage with 7 seconds left. Shot by Savage goes up and into the net. We have 1/10 of a second left. I will see them wave that off. And we will go to the locker room with the score 2-0 after a second period full of all kinds of fun. I want to say that wasn't too long before it devolved, where we said seeing it get chippy and that it's blown up between these teams before. Well, we saw it happen. Draven Wilson ejected from the game. Not sure if that impacts his next game as well. I'll take that opportunity to talk about the next game. This tournament, if you're a Findlay Trojan fan, has not been the... We had yet another St. Charles parent talking to our crowd. That was fun. As she was the goalie mom. So that was fun. Not been the greatest tournament the Trojans have ever participated in. But the next game will be Wednesday night, a rare school night game. Wednesday night, 9 p.m. against league foe Anthony Wayne. That'll be 9 p.m. Wednesday night at Bowling Green, the home rink of Anthony Wayne Generals. Trojans looking to get back on track there, but not out of this one yet. 2-0 the score. 15 minutes left. When we come back, Trojans will be on the penalty kill for 2 more minutes, and we will see what happens, and then we will leave Cleveland and get back to Findlay and get rested up and take on Anthony Wayne Wednesday night. And then it's a big weekend next weekend as Trojans play arch rival Bowling Green at home at the Cube. 5 p.m. junior varsity, 7 p.m. varsity on Friday night, followed by a true road game out of conference, which you don't see very often. Trojans traveling to Lakewood back here in the Cleveland area to take on St. Edwards, one of the top probably 3 teams in the state. So it should be a big weekend of hockey next weekend. Hope we can see the Trojans get back on track. We're going to take a break now because I have to have some water and take a short walk. 15 minutes to go. We'll be back here in about 10. Your score, St. Charles 2, Trojans 0. All right, we are back. Hey, ready for the third period of action here. There's much discussion among the crowd about what exactly went down. I guess we'll never know. But if any of you want to run the feedback and give us a play-by-play in the comments, that would be awesome. Because it happened fast and it happened in multiple spots. From what we can best tell, the original penalty was called against the Cardinals. And there was something involving Simon Tanner with the retaliation, and then Draven Wilson down here on the near side with more retaliation, ending in a ejection, not a rejection. So, if anybody has any more insight, that'd be great. As it developed in real time, it was kind of hard to follow, and then of course with the PA announcer not announcing anything, and the referee going to the scores table on the far side here, it's hard to know what any official call was. That shot saved by Russell. St. Charles, of course, starting this period on a power play. About a minute 38 left on that. Score at the moment 2-0 in favor of the Cardinals. Colin Somerville in on the face-off. Puck out to the point by the Cardinals. That one's going to be a hard shot. Save by Russell. Kick to the corner. Near side now, Cardinals. Take a look. Shoot through the crease. Picked up on the boards and far side. Skater was moving in quick there on the far side. That's their captain. Don't have a roster in front of me. That shot hard and off target. Rebound picked up by AJ Savage. Collected before leaving the zone by number 21 for their team. Oh, 21 posted up right here in front of us. Hard cross ice pass. Received it well, and the one-timer goes in. Beats Russell on his left side as he was protecting from the shot on the right side. Wide open shooter here on the power play. Puts it in and makes it 3-0 on the power play goal. That was a well-executed play by the Cardinals. Found the unguarded man on the four-man Trojans. Then with it being a major penalty, Trojans remain at 4 skaters for 40 more seconds. Phillips sends it up the boards, picked up at the point by the Cardinals. And same play this time, just about the same play, same shooter, same spot. Pass came from a different place. This time Russell makes the save. This guy is wide open and he scored last time. Okay. So, look out of play. 15 seconds left on the penalty. 13-13 remaining in the game. Trojans down 3-0. Somerville trying to exit the zone with it. Charles sending it back around the boards. Picked up on the boards by the Cardinals, looking to shoot. That one deflected by Turner Merrill. And now Trojans should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 back to full strength. 12:45 remaining in the game. AJ Savage picking up behind. Trojans want to score quick here to get back in this one, down 3 with about 12.5 minutes to go. Seth Russell touching it out to Savage, but 25 coming in quick. Still in the puck away. AJ Savage regaining it and sending it up the boards, but icing called. We'll go back this way. Nathan Marshall in on the face-off for the Trojans. Phillips around the boards. Jackson Fleckner gets there. He's coming fast up the near boards and flips it deep. They're going to call icing there. Fleckner just a little ahead of the game there. You see Marshall come in on the face-off and find Phillips in the corner. Off the boards, and that's likely going to be icing as well. So we come back down in front of the Findlay net. Just under 12 minutes remaining. Trojans down 3. Nathan Marshall on the face-off. Phillips to Stearns. Stearns into the offensive zone with Fleckner. Stearns to the middle for Fleckner. Fleckner lost his footing. Sent back out by the Cardinals. Hubbard has it and flips it up and over. The stick work by 39 on the Cardinals to bring it into the offensive zone. That shot sent to the side by Russell. Connor Stearns with the steal. His clear attempt, though, knocked away. And Nathan Marshall with a nice tap to find Connor Stearns. Jackson Fleckner now tries to send it on net, but it goes into the chest of number 20. The Cardinals, Colin Somerville, with the steal there. Then Swisher. Now it's Schramko bringing it into the offensive zone. Runs into a couple too many Cardinals. Going to backhand off the boards. Swisher gets there. Somerville pulls off the boards, but is met immediately with some resistance. Puck kept in the zone by Moss. Around the boards. Looks like it might get tied up again. It does. Swisher and a couple of Cardinals. Swisher trying to center it for Somerville, but it's deflected, and that's going to be icing on this end. .10:26 remaining in this one. Marshall on the face-off. Back to Harvard. Harvard off the boards to Delaire-Uel. Back around. Merrill is there. Sends it back, and Cardinals were waiting on that one. They picked it up, and they're going to try to exit the zone with it. They do. Nice recovery by Colt Phillips, because that would have been a good opportunity for the Cardinals had he not recovered on that one. Turn Merrill's shot deflected, and now the Cardinals push it into the neutral zone. Caleb Hobart chasing it, got one coming in hot. Hobart does get there first, leaves it for Phillips. Oops, camera's not there. Phillips sends it up the near boards, just beyond Delaire-Uel. Merrill pressuring the puck. That's going to hit all the way back, and it's icing. No, not. How is. Wow, okay. That was. Wow. That was the most surprising non-icing call I've seen. It's like, wow. I'm not even mad. I'm disappointed. Nate Regal sending it into the offensive zone for the Trojans. Savage flipping it up. Trojans tag. 9:13 remaining in the third period. Connor Stearns gets it going the right direction. Loose in the corner. Picked up by the Cardinals. Nate Regal with a nice steal. Finds Savage at the blue line. And then Savage's pass is deflected by St. Charles, but it was a hard enough pass that it knocked the guy's stick out of his hand. That shot was saved by Russell. St. Charles managed to get into the passing lane and break up the pass, but literally knocked the stick right out of his hand just due to the force of the pass. Colin Somerville in. Shramko trying to touch it along. He does. Finds a little bit of breathing room on the near side, but this is a fast team we're going up against here. So Shramko's breathing room doesn't last long. He does find Swisher. Swisher sending it toward the net, but sent to the corner by the St. Charles goalie, Somerville. Phillips had a stick on it, but then stolen by the Cardinals, and they're going to walk it through the neutral zone. Halbert off the glass. That's going to go back. Hopefully they won't call icing there. No, he didn't. Okay. Trojans change lines. Whoa. See Marshall losing his footing. Savage's pass broken up. Recovered Turner Merrill racing for it. St. Charles is going to get there first. Larry Well, though. Some speed of his own on the other side. Nathan Marshall coming around the boards. He is going to try to send it back around the boards, but it kind of got stuck in the wedge between the ice and the boards. I can't. Puck in front. It's flopping around and certainly not able to do anything with it. That one will be icing. Sorry about the shoddy camera work there for a minute. The handle that controls how loose the pivot arm is kind of got wonky for me. 7.5 minutes to go in this one. Trojans down 3. In the weekend, they'd rather forget. Jackson Fleckner pulling that one out. Savage from deep takes a shot. Save made. Not 100% sure what the expectation for this weekend was. Could have been considered a favorite to win the tournament, but a potential 0-4 I don't think was on the table, so something needing to change for the Trojans. Regal's shot goes high and wide. Caleb Halbert trying to get a stick on it and turn it around, not able to hit it solidly, but does get it to the corner for Stearns.
Thanks.
Sent in deep by the Cardinals. Savage. This pass will be picked up by the Cardinals as the Trojans change. Up right in front. Swisher tips it over to Regal. Past Somerville. 6:20 to go. Cardinals from their own end. Puck goes over the ref's head. He has to duck as it goes off the glass. Phillips on the far side takes a look and shovels it up for Somerville. He dumps it. Shramko gets a touch on it, stolen away by the Cardinals. Somerville gets back and muddies things up a little bit. Good pass to center ice by the Cardinals. Surrounded by some Trojans, though. Russell makes the easy save and cover on that one. We'll see a face-off in the Trojan end of things after the save by Russell. Nathan Marshall from the point through traffic. Swept out by Finley. That puck whistled out of play. 5:40 to go. Nathan Marshall once again in. Wins that faceoff, finds Phillips, who gets to Halbert on the near side. Tanner recovers off the wall, back to Phillips. Phillips looking up for Marshall off his stick. Oh, but stolen away by Simon Tanner. Tanner with a nice pass, leaving it for Turner Merrill. That was the longest cover whistle I've ever heard. Nice play by Simon Tanner as the goalie makes the save. 5:21 remaining in this one. Nathan Marshall on the face-off. Cardinals into the neutral zone. 2-on-2 with Moss and Savage. That shot sent to the corner by Russell. Russell tipping it aside, but picked back up by the Cardinals. Around the wall. Can't tell, it's Merrill in on the far side. Digging at it, as is Moss. And Marshall comes out for Tanner. Tanner, a little bit of room. Nice pass through traffic, but a little hard off the stick of Merrill. Well aimed. Savage swipes at it and kicks it over to Caden Weasel. Up to Moss. Moss off the wall to Weasel. Now it's going to be Moss again as St. Charles sends it back. Savage takes a look far up the ice, hits Valeriwell's stick and goes hard to the corner. Phillips on the near side goes across to Hobart. Hobart looking for Stearns. Stearns got a stick on it, recovers, backhand shot, and then he goes down. Looks like the goalie tripped him. Connor Stearns with an opportunity, and now looks like the net's probably off. So, yeah, net's off the peg a little bit. A bit of face off in the offensive end. Just under 4 minutes to go. It's going to be Colin Somerville up with Sam Swisher and Noah Schramko, Phillips and Hobart as the defensive pairing. Schramko coming around back. Chased hard, sends it back the other way. Somerville hassled as well, able to tip it over to Swisher. Swisher looking for Schramko in the middle. Can't connect, and now St. Charles coming back the other way. Old Phillips staying right on the puck and goes to the body here on the boards. It's pinned on the boards, 3.5 minutes remaining in the game. Swisher digging as well. Somerville coming in to help, and Cardinals win that board battle. That shot, though, picked right up by Caleb Hobart and sent to center ice. And back around by the Cardinals. Phillips gets it going the right way. Nathan Marshall back in now for the Trojans. Cards in possession in their own ends. Nice breakup by Marshall. Back on the boards now. And Cardinals pull it off themselves. Shot comes in. Kicked right back out high slot. Russell makes the second save. Puck still loose, it looks like. Russell makes the cover. Had to make a couple of saves on that one. That first rebound went right out to the shooter, sitting in the slot all alone. Russell able to get facing the puck quickly, make the second save, and then eventually the cover. Brady well on the face-off. Puck left for Savage, and it goes off the board. Stearns gets it poked away and has to turn around. Moss off the boards for a speedy Fleckner, but he's not that speedy as St. Charles was positioned right in the spot. That one goes off the boots of Stearns. Well lost his footing. Moss with a nice tap aside. St. Charles sends it deep and icing. Get a face-off in the offensive zone. In the face-off, Colin Somerville takes it. Comes to the near side. Noah Schramko. Back to Phillips, but out of the zone. Phillips sends it off the boards. Finley tags. Under 2 minutes remaining in the game now. Trojans still scoreless. That pass deflected by Swisher. Put it right back to the Cardinals. They're going to bring it up the middle. Hobart sends it back the other way off the stick of Swisher and back here to the near side. No icing. Hobart sends it hard to Merrill, goes off his stick and continues on. Onto the stick of a St. Charles player. Minute 20 to go. St. Charles offsides. Finley gonna collect themselves. Simon Tanner brings it up to center. Off the boards to himself. He's gonna circle it around, go for the wraparound. Well played by the goalie. Under a minute to go now. Puck back out for Tanner. Marshall in now. Tanner kicking it off the wall to himself. Takes the elbow to the face and goes down. No whistle. Not that it matters at this point. 40 seconds remaining. Savage around the boards to Moss. Moss past Merrill. Shot attempt blocked by Stearns. 23 seconds remaining. Brady Delaruel sending it to the corner. Goes around the boards. Under 20 seconds now. Stearns gets there. Delaruel to the point for Savage. Savage through traffic, and one of the better opportunities there is Stearns had a chance to put the rebound back. St. Charles coming up into offensive territory with 2 seconds left. That's going to do it for this one. Trojans shut out. Trojans go 0 for 4 here at the Padua Holiday Tournament. Not expecting that. Come in 10-2 and leave 10-6. Trojans only scoring 5 goals across 4 games. So going to see what happens this week. See how the team changes things up in practice. Next game, Wednesday night, 9 p.m. at Slater Family Ice Arena in Bowling Green. We'll have that here on YouTube. The Trojans take on Anthony Wayne. Conference game. That'll be the Trojans' 4th conference game. Sitting at 3-0 currently in the NHC Red Division. So Anthony Wayne, 9 p.m. And then it's a big weekend, Bowling Green and St. Edwards. I think Anthony Wayne, see if the Trojans can work out some kinks, but they've got to get those kinks worked out before Bowling Green and before St. Ed. So we'll see how that goes. But again, your final, St. Charles 3, Findlay 0. Wrapping up an 0-4 weekend here at the Padua Holiday Tournament. We'll be back Wednesday night, 9 p.m. See if the Trojans can get back on track. Thanks for watching.